Hey, beautiful souls. Welcome to your April monthly reading, and what a month we have in store. Woohoo! We just entered the fiery new birth energy of Aries toward the end of March, and this month it feels like we're jumping out of the frying pan and into the cleansing, renewing fires. First, we have eclipse season in full bloom. Normally, we can feel the impact of the eclipses up to 8 weeks before and after they happen, so we're probably most definitely feeling this right now. Eclipses tend to wake us up to deeper understanding of our lessons, our purpose, and our destiny, and they can also bring sudden changes. We have the new moon solar eclipse in Aries on April 19th, which brings in that Mars energy of new beginnings and new chapters. And with the sun moving into Taurus the next day on April 20th, that will bring some at least stabilizing earth energy in for us as we go through the eclipses. So not all hope is lost. And then we have the full moon lunar eclipse in Scorpio on May 5th, which is also co-ruled by Mars and Pluto. So plenty of Mars energy coming in this month for sure. And this full moon will demand our attention, bringing with it, harvest and endings with that Scorpio energy. And then the Pluto energy coming in voices strongly to us, change or die. It is the, bringer of change, and it wants us to evolve and move things. And if that weren't enough in our reflection for April, we also get to have the energy tide of a Mercury retrograde coming in. That'll keep us on shore to have us reflect upon things and kind of mend our nets before setting sail again. We enter the pre-shadow on April 7th, so we can start to feel things slow and get staticky in regards to communication around that time. And then we go full-blown retrograde on April 21st. So April 19th, we have that, the new moon solar eclipse. April 20th, we go into the sun moves into Taurus. April 21st, Mercury goes into full retrograde until May 14th. And then we enter the post-shadow period, May 15th, and go fully direct again in Mercury on June 2nd. So during that May 15th to June 2nd, we'll have a bit of reflection time during that post-shadow. And I think we're going to need it, which will be good. So I'll have individual pick-a-card readings on each of those big astral events as we get closer to them. But for now, buckle up, Buttercup. We're going for a wonderful deep dive ride in April with some twists and some turns, some endings and beginnings that will bring us some great clarity around our lessons, our life purpose, and our destiny. So for this monthly reading, we'll be asking Spirit, help! And in addition to that, we'll also ask them what they can tell us to prepare us for this crazy hall of mirrors. There is a reading for each individual zodiac sign, and we're jumping into yours right now. All right, Virgos, this is your April monthly reading, and if you're new to my channel, what I do each month is I take a tarot deck and I split out the major arcana from the four suits of the minor arcana. The major arcana represent the overall energy for the month for you. So we're going to be looking into that life purpose and destiny and just life purpose, all of that, and seeing what Creator and Spirit wants you to know. So this will be where we start off looking. So we'll start off here and see what part of your life are you going to be having this awareness, this new change or transformation happen. So for our Virgos, what would you like them to know? All right, this is the one right here. And you do have lovers coming in. So love, 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 love. And this could be, a variety of things. This is a general reading. So this can either be, of course, romance, partners coming in. It can also mean significant relationships of all kinds, reacquainting with a relative, or growing closer to them. It could be new best friend, or growing closer with a friend. It could be partnerships in business and different things too, but also can represent emotional choice, stepping into your power, knowing that every moment we have a choice between either unconditional love or the fear of losing a conditional love. Neither is right, neither is wrong. They just feel differently. They just have different impact. Fear contracts, restricts, makes us feel powerless and small, and we get to experience all those emotions rooted in fear. Whereas unconditional love expands. It makes us feel powerful and big and huge, and we get to feel all those emotions related to unconditional love. So the month of April really is this awareness that's coming in around your emotional power. So I really like that. We're also going to dive deeper in with these blue Messiah reading cards and see what they want to expand. These will also be like this card, which is the general energy for the month, and then we'll dive in with the minor arcana. All right, I do want that one right here. And you have perfectionism. There we go. One of the wonderful challenges of Virgo, right? You can relate. So let's take a look here and see what message they have. There's a Chinese proverb it starts off with. It says, "A diamond with a flaw is worth more than a pebble without imperfections." Ooh, I like that. Dear one, if this card has come to you, it's time to really embrace who you are, even your vulnerabilities and perceived imperfections. Let go of the notion of being someone that your mind says you're supposed to be. Fear wears many masks, and one of the most debilitating of these masks is the need to be perfect. In striving for perfection, energetic blocks of self-criticism and judgment are often formed. These blocks then grow into barricades that not only affect your self-esteem and morale, but may also prevent you from achieving your desired dreams. Embrace your vulnerabilities, dear one. In doing so, you become more authentic in every facet of your life. Let go of what others may think of you and allow your powerful light to truly shine. To accept others, you must first completely accept yourself with unconditional love and compassion. When you do this, the light within you will radiate even more brightly, and you will be of better service to humanity. You are amazing, dear one, so stop giving yourself such a hard time. Rejoice in what you have already achieved and bask in the glory of all your accomplishments. Go forth now with increased vigor, courage, and determination. You have what it takes to go all the way. This chakra is the solar plexus, is what this deals with, which makes sense because this all has to do with the relationship to yourself. This Lover's card, too, can be, when it has the two individuals, it could be you really aligning with your self-love and with your higher self as well, which feels like that's what's happening here. An exercise that you can do is do something completely out of your comfort zone. Do so with no self-judgment, criticism, or fear of not being good enough or imperfect. Just do it and allow yourself to do whatever you're going to do. The affirmation for the card is, I am perfect in my imperfections as I unconditionally love and accept myself every day in every way. Yeah, so that's exactly what we were talking about, right? About the... Every moment is a choice between the fears of losing conditional love and imperfectionism and that of unconditional love. Because really, when we look at from the Creator's point of view, they have unconditional love for us. Zero conditions, zero expectations. So we meet 100% of what they're expecting. So we are perfect in their sight. It's just down here we feel we're imperfect because there's this long list of rules, conditional love laws that contradict one another too, that we never can meet up to. It's so long and it's constantly changing. Like I said, there's even contradictions, within things. So I love this evolution that you're going through here. All right, so we'll get into the 4 suits of the minor arcana, and these represent 4 different areas of the human experience. The first one is the element of fire, the suit of wands, which represents our drive, our passion, our inspiration, our overall energy. So this will be what the Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your energetic adventure during the month of April regarding this. All right, this is the one right off the bat here. Yeah, 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands represents endings and new beginnings, first of all. The 10 of Wands shows that you've been investing a lot of energy in trying to live up to these perfections, right? And so this is a transformation of where you're allowing yourself to let go and refocus your energy instead of trying to focus on all those things, trying to live up to all those expectations, which we never will be able to. You're allowing all that energy to come back to you. So you have this flooding of energy where you find out what is it that you want to focus your energy on and expand. And it definitely isn't sending it off into the black hole of expectations, because we know that that's not a very successful use of our energy, because it just goes into a black hole. It doesn't do anything, because we never can, reach that perfectionism and what we're trying to please all the people all the time, right? Zero chance of that happening. So you're reinvesting your energy in something more productive, which is living your dream, focusing on loving yourself is a huge piece of this. We're also going to pull here from the Return of Spirit deck. And this represents what else the Creator and Spirit wants you to know, of course, around your energetic experience. And I call these the spiritual ink blot test because it's fractal imaging. So whatever you see in the image is a special message for you. And then we also will get the intuitive message from the author of these. All right, I'm just going to hide the name under here so you can look at it purely yourself. And then I will reveal it is called Simplicity. And I love that. Beautiful pinks and purples. It's the crown chakra and the high heart chakra. And let's see what it comes in here. Which makes sense, simplifying all the energy instead of trying to live up to all this long list of rules that's constantly changing. You just focus on unconditional love. It becomes very simple. Every moment becomes either of unconditional love or the fear of losing conditional love. And you're like, I'm not investing in this anymore. I'm focusing on unconditional love. It says life can sometimes become very complicated. The simplicity card comes when the demands of life start to overwhelm us. It's time to get back to basic. It's time to take a time out so you have the space to breathe and the quiet to think. It's time for a full assessment of what it is and is not working in your life right now. Are you overfilling your plate with too many tasks and errands? Are you involved in a complicated or emotionally draining relationship? Perhaps you've been working too much or taking too many classes, leaving no spare time for you. The Simplicity card comes to ask that you give your life an evaluation. Take the time out you need and start to get clear about what brings you sustenance in your life. While life may never be easy, your life does need to allow for a sense of ease. We can lose our sense of self and our inner connection to spirit when we are overwhelmed with the demands and happenings of the world around us. Spirit is calling you to begin making yourself a priority in your own life. They're asking that you put yourself and those things which help you feel closer to Source in front of everything else. You need a reprieve from the chaotic and hectic energy you're experiencing right now. And when you are in touch with yourself and with Source, it helps to make life more manageable. It helps to feel steady on your feet and aids you in removing those things which do not align with your highest good. It also frees your energy so you can have plenty to give to those things which you do choose to keep in your life. So pretty much what we were talking about. I like it. All about paying attention to you, your self-love, focusing your energy, not on all this activity, but really simplifying it. So I'm liking this. And then we move into your element, which is Earth, which is the suit of Pentacles. And this is the only suit that has to do with the outside world. You know, energy happens within you. We'll talk about thoughts and emotions next, which are all within you. But this is the outside world. All of those other people that are on stage with you, all the props out there, including your own body, which is like one of your big journeys is about human body. But we'll see here what Spirit and Creator want you to know around your April adventure into the physical world. What's your physical adventure look like for Virgo? All right, I want this one right here. And you have the Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles is like, what's the last thing that grows on the fruit tree is the fruit. And the fruit has been starting to grow. And one of the things that happens with the Seven of Pentacles, depending on all the other cards around it, which in this case, it's about realizing it's something that you don't want anymore. And you look at, why did I grow an apple orchard? And then you realize, oh, that's right. Everyone else was saying they wanted applesauce and apple pie and apple fritters and, you know, all this apple stuff. And you're like, but that's not what I want. I want guacamole. So I want to plant avocado trees. And so you're moving from one direction to another because you're choosing you instead of choosing what everyone else wants for your life. You are choosing for you, giving yourself the love and the priority, which we like. We're also going to pull from this Earth Magic Oracle. And let's see what else that they have for you for your physical adventure during April. So what else for Virgo? All right, I do want this one here. And you've got dream time creation. So we were just talking about heading towards your dream, right? Not everyone else's. So this is part of the energy that we're doing with here too, about life purpose and where you're heading. What are you doing? Where's all this energy being invested, in your dream or someone else's dream? So for the Aborigines of Australia, the dream time is a place before time and outside of time, in which ancestral spirit beings came to the earth and gave all of life its form. Once the work was done, these spirits remained in the very forms they created, including the animals, the hills, the stars, and other features of the land, and they continue to be present today. The dream time is an individual's or group's spiritual template, including songs and stories that have been handed down for at least 60,000 years, although Aborigines would say that they've existed since the beginning of time. In one such tradition, there's a creation story involving the didgeridoo, which is essentially a hollowed-out log that emits a droning sound when played. In this card, we can see that as a spirit man plays the didgeridoo, the world is sung into existence. Note the various beings and colors and structures of the land that are being created, all carrying spirit that has been breathed into them. So it's telling you, close your eyes, tune into your breathing, and allow yourself to sink deeply into the heart of the living creation that you are. As you notice your breath becoming steady and slightly deeper than usual, observe the urge within you that is begging to come forth in some creative action. Pay attention to any images, sounds, or feelings that beckon your awareness, and there you will find the key as to the manner in which to express this magnificent pulse. Your breath is the crossover between spirit and the physical reality. Breathing comfortably and steadily helps you align yourself with spirit, which then brings a clearer focus on what creative expression is preparing to be birthed through you and from you. Discard any habitual thought patterns that would prevent the manifestation of what you're being prompted to bring forth. Allow yourself to take risks with this self-expression, and all of creation will smile upon you. So perfect, so in alignment with everything we've been talking about, right? What is your dream? You're leaving the dream behind of others to live your dream, right? The guacamole maker, if that's what you want. If it is, I want some because I love guacamole. But this is this change, this movement that's happening in your outside world. And then we move into the element of air, which is the suit of swords. And this is your thoughts, your beliefs, your mindsets, your attitudes, your expectations. And so this is going to be what the Creator and Spirit wants you to know about your mental adventure for April. So what would you like our Virgos to know? And I know you can be big thinkers for sure. So let's take a look and see what they want you to know about your thinking. Yeah, the Five of Swords, which is represents like conflicting thoughts and beliefs. But the five is a number of change, which again, this is so perfect with what we're talking about here, because you have the fears, like the old ways of believing and thinking before, and you have your new way of thinking. And I feel like this is more not so much outside conflict with others as it is inner conflict of your mind. You feel like your, soul is battling against your mind, but it's actually your mind battling against your mind, because it has small t truths and capital T truths. It has those fears of losing conditional love, and the higher realms, capital T truth rooted in unconditional love. And so what's happening is the Ace of Swords is winning out because things are falling away. The things that you're investing your energy in and the conflict you've been having is dissipating. It is falling away as you're getting more and more clarity and bravery about stepping into that which is in alignment with your dream. We're also going to pull from the Numerology guidance cards. And let's take a look here and see what else they'd like you to know around your mental adventure for April. What else for... All right. Nope, they said not those. All right, that is the one. And you have moderation. Card number 14. I like that. It's, when it comes to perfectionism, we try so hard to get so fast, so quickly, because we have such high standards on getting or attached to outcomes rather than enjoying the journey. Moderation allows us to know we're going to get to where we're going to get in our life, but it's the moments that are perfect as we're going through each one. So I like this moderation. It's like just kind of going with the flow a bit. So this does indicate a need to exercise restraint and self-control in every area of life, right? Moderation, even in moderation, right? Perhaps you're overeating, drinking too much alcohol, smoking, over-medicating or taking drugs, overspending, exercising excessively, consuming too much sugar or coffee, gambling or other overindulging or engaging in obsessive or aggressive behavior. If so, this card serves as a gentle and loving reminder that behaviors such as these can delay the manifestation of your dreams. This card also indicates a need to balance your desire for freedom and adventure with your responsibilities, because by honoring your commitments, you will prevent the building of karmic debt. So by choosing to live as your higher self, rather than giving in to your lower tendencies, you align with source and the intentions of your soul. So we're talking about that with the little battling going on inside your head. Everybody has a shadow side that needs to be acknowledged, embraced, and loved. But when you learn to rise above it, you can make your dreams come true. In order to improve your current situation, you're being asked to adjust to and harmonize with the natural rhythm and cycles of your life. Cycles that are encouraging you to exercise temperance and moderation, having the courage to seek professional or divine assistance if needed. You don't have to go it alone. You can call upon your heavenly help for inner strength and courage. The affirmation for that card is, with temperance and moderation, I create balance in my life. All right. And then we move into the final suit, which is cups, which is the element of water. And that, of course, represents emotion. So this will be what Creator and Spirit want you to know about your emotional adventure during the month of April. So let's take a look here. Evidently, it's finding love here. We'll see if you get like the Ace of Cups, Queen of Cups, whatever it may be, representing your love of self. And actually, you do get two here. And you get the Ace of Cups, like I mentioned. This is the Queen of Cups. No, Page of Cups, still a good one, because both the Ace and the Page represent new love, new levels of love, this new self-love coming in, because both of these are the chalice. It's the Holy Grail. It's where you find this love from above where you get to fill up and overflow out. So definitely this is it's confirmation of what we were talking about before, about you really embracing your self-love and giving yourself the love that you've been looking for. So I like that. And then the Journey of Love Oracle will be your last card for this reading. And because it's your final card, it can either be more information about your emotional journey, or it's a wild card. Whatever else the Creator and Spirit wants you to know about this adventure for the month of April. So what else for Virgo? Okay, this is the one right here. And you've got loving all that is. Well, there we go. Card number 22, Master number 22. Master number 22 for me is like Master number 11 is learning your, you're mastering your journey of your shadow side of the human. And 22 is when we discover that we're so much more than just the human side, but we're a powerful, supernatural, eternal spirit being, which is the actor behind this character we're playing. And so here's you connecting with your higher self. It almost looks like you're hugging your higher self here, which we talked about with the Lover's card too. It says, you wise awakening being, you can love all that is. You can love your tears and your sadness, for they are a testament to your open heart. You can love your numbness and fatigue, for they show that you have worked hard and are now in need of rest. You can love your energy and passion, even when you are so far ahead of the pack, you have to wait a while for everyone else to catch up. Maybe a day, maybe a decade or so, because you choose not to curb your enthusiasm for anyone. You can love your anger because underneath its fire is a desire for respect, and you can love your peacefulness because within your heart, you really don't care much for fighting sometimes. If there is something that is shaming you, worrying you, challenging you. It's okay to just love it. It will make sense when it needs to. And until then, just love it, even when it hurts, for it's part of your own divine nature awakening. It may just be like a painful cramp happening because it's been curled up for too long. This oracle brings you a sweet message. You are just asked to love. Everything else will take care of itself. Wow. Love. And we start with love and we end on love. How perfect. So this is just a wonderful, wonderful message of self-love, of focusing in on your inner love, which allows you to release yourself from so much of people-pleasing and trying to live up to everyone else. Your life becomes very simple when you're not trying to please 10 people in the outside world and you're just moving into loving yourself. It simplifies so much and it allows this moderation. You got simplicity and moderation coming in here, living your dream, and love, 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 love. And I love that for you. All right, I don't have anything else to add to that, Virgo. So this is what Spirit has for you for the month of April. If you're interested in receiving more messages of love from above, there's a couple things you can do. The first thing you can do is give this video a little thumbs up by clicking the like button. And what that does, it tells me that you're enjoying the content, but it also tells YouTube that you're also enjoying the content, and it'll bring more of that similar type of videos to you. Also, the second thing you can do is to click the subscribe button, and that gives you access to this notification bell. When you go in there, if you select the option for all, two things will happen. One, you'll be notified whenever new videos are posted on my channel, and two, you're notified immediately when I'm going to go live to provide free readings on YouTube. I know. And in addition to that, doing those things does help my channel grow in significant ways and help spread the Zen love. Because when you like or share one of my videos, comment on one of my videos, subscribe to the channel, doing those things does make the YouTube algorithm so giddy, crazy, happy, excited. It wants to automatically share the videos of my channel with other people as well. So if you're interested in doing all those things I mentioned, please know I'm very, very grateful for that. And these are general readings. If you're looking for even more specific information and answers for your specific life, I do offer personal readings. All that information is listed in the description box of the video down below. All right, beautiful people, as you're going through your adventure, please know that every second of every day of your life that you are unconditionally loved by the Mother and the Father of all things, our Creator. And of course, I love you too. So until I see you guys again, hang in there, have a wonderful journey, and take care of yourself.